more scarier. But we get rid of it. We literally, by the end of that, there is such a clearing. Most of them are in tears, and I'm not talking just the women, I'm talking guys too, because it is so powerful. You do disconnect. So but the only fear I can't take away from you, and I think you agree, there are two types. One type is the primal fear of fight or flight, obviously.
Right.
That's in our DNA, right?
Right.
So I explain that more in the class. The other fear, and I have no amount of begging or pleading, I will do it, is a fear that will not be taken, is something that is a lesson that you have to learn. Too bad. And you don't get any sympathy from me, by the way. I think you know that. But basically, it's very harsh, and those are the fears that will not be taken, because those are the things that you're either in a cycle or you're not growing, and they want you to get over that. But those are fears are really not huge fears. The huge fears are usually taken away. So basically, there's that. And then after that, you're taken into GEIGO. Do you know what GEIGO means?
I don't. It's a car insurance company. I don't know what it means.
I know. No, not GEICO. GEIGO. It's actually a computer term. It's called garbage in, garbage out.
Oh, GEIGO. Yeah, garbage in, garbage out. Yes.
Yeah. So GEIGO is actually, it was just one class, but it's grown to 3 because it's so much. And you, of all people on the radio, Mark, that you and the people you talk to and connect with, do you know how much garbage is being subliminally passed into us and given to us and led our lives in the past, our present, even our future is certainly directed. So literally, I put a mirror slap back into your face, and you are woken up. A lot of people don't realize how much they are being led. So it is very scary for a lot of people because they have to take the reins over at that time. Geiger is so huge; it's like a 9-hour class. So it's into 3 classes. So that is one of the core things. Because how can I, not I, but Spirit, really help you grow if you've still got so much garbage in your life and you're still, how can I say this, programmed, right? We're programmed before we're born, right?
Right.
So all of that has to be, you have to cognitively acknowledge, am I growing? Is this something, a behavior that I want to live with for the rest of my life? Or is it something I don't need in my life that it's impeding me? So I literally put everything in front of you, or your spirit will definitely put it in front. And you start really going through everything. So after that cleansing, you go into what I call sense and sensibilities. Now in that one, it's actually, how many senses do you think we have, Mark?
Countless. I don't know.
Basic 5, right? 6.
Right, 5.
Obviously what we have, right?
Right.
But there's so many. And I'm not talking about just basic. You know, I was surprised to hear this, but you know who Dr. Oz is, right?
Say it again, Dr.
Oz. He
yes.
does a lot of things with Oprah, I suppose.
Yes.
One of his shows that I just happened, I don't think that was a coincidence, to be watching, he, a cardiac, I think he's a cardiologist, actually confirmed on TV to millions that even he agrees that there are other dimensions out there, which I was shocked at, that a doctor actually, acknowledges this. So through different dimensions, you can grow and expand. But in order to, it's just a sense and sensibilities is, I take every one of your senses, your eyes, your sight, your touch, your hearing, your feeling, and your vision and everything. Actually, I do about 8 senses. And in that class, we increase the level of it. So you're literally going to be thrown to the wolves again, and you're going to be given exercises to increase the capabilities that you have, the abilities really, to where you can feel comfortable that all your senses. So you're not going to be stepping outside your house and just seeing a car. You're going to be so cognizant of the hummingbird about not 10 minutes, but about 100 yards away. It's amazing what you can see, feel, and touch and hear if you are taught how to do it. That's a very powering thought. That's why I choose whoever goes into it very carefully, and obviously I know if somebody's trying to, because you can manipulate anybody other than yourself, right, with all of these changes?
Right. Oh, absolutely, yes.
So I am very, if I find somebody's going to be using it for a negative context, I will, ask them to leave. I won't teach them. So, because these are the people who are coming to the classes who are going to be affecting change in their, not only in their own lives, but others. And that's what I want. That's what I'm here for, is to teach others to do it. So basically, that sense and sensibility. Then another one that I just added 2 days ago, my poor class doesn't even know it yet, it's called communication. Now, communication is just not in words, right? You know that.
That's correct.
Right. So because of that, I've created that whole, how can I say this, a whole class. It comes in 2 classes, actually, but I'll just teach the base one. But communication is huge. How you can communicate just with your eyes, and I'm not talking just flirting, but obviously, you can absorb, and it's part of sense and sensibilities, but it has to be put in. The last class, which there are other classes in between that are kind of more intense, and those are the people only offered to the people who really want to go deeper, and that's the last one is the not spiritual enhancement. There are other classes like even what you're talking about is called Spiritual Abilities Enhancement course. That is the one that you I teach you how to increase your either mediumship, you do remote viewing, other things as well. There's a healing class as well, how to heal. That's a new one. But the last one is called how can I say this? It literally takes everything, people do vision boards, right?
Right, yes.
Vision boards are great, but it's of one dimension, isn't it?
Yes.
So what I've done is I've brought everybody this whole way by changing your universe, not just one aspect of you, but your whole universe. So when you get to the vision board, and it's more than a vision board, by the way, of course I can't do anything simple, it's a 5-hour workshop, and you're literally recreated, and at that point is when you start being birthed into your new life. So in a nutshell, that's all of it.